I did not expect to fight with you this much. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought we were going to have a very calm conversation, Tara. The left has a problem with violence. It is in its heart right now.
I don't think it is only the left. I mean, you have literally seen people on both sides committing violence. I think that the problem is not the left. I think it is the extremes. Oh, come on. January 6th. Okay, wait. Hold the phone. You cannot say it is just, like, you can't just say it's the left that is violent. We had an insurrection at the Capitol.
And here we go.
You had one bad day. And what is going on the left right now?
Hey.
Vandalism.
Scott,
Luigi
you called it an
Mangione,
insurrection perpetrated by the president.
Unbelievable.
What's going on, guys? We got to talk about this propagandist, Tara Palmeri. This is a leftist journalist who probably nobody really knows who she is, but she's been out here in these streets for a while, and she pretends as though she's not a leftist. She does basically what all the leftist journalists do. They pretend as though they're somewhere in the middle, but they're really propagandists fighting as hard as they can every day, 24/7, 365, to cap and make excuses for the Democrat Party and to undercut and try to somehow defeat the unstoppable MAGA movement. She is debating based Scott Jennings from CNN, and of course she gets absolutely cooked when they talk about political violence and how radical people on the left are. One guy just yesterday said free Palestine and set a bunch of people on fire. Leftist, but she wants to go January 6th, January 6th, January 6th. That's all these people have is Jan 6th, one day where the cops actually attacked the protesters, not the other way around. The cops attacked the protesters fought back against the cops. But you got all these fire bombings, literal explosions, people threatening violence constantly against people on the right. Luigi Mangione killed a CEO. These people are crazy, and Scott Jennings points all of these things out and more. Without further ado, let's get into this.
Piece of advice would be get rid of these violent tendencies, like this manifestation of anger and firebombing Tesla dealerships and
oh, come on. January 6th. Okay, wait. Hold the phone. You cannot say it is just, like, you can't just say it's the left that is violent. We had an insurrection at the Capitol.
You had one bad day.
And there was no insurrection. It's stupid that people even say this. If there was an insurrection, they would have tried to impeach and charge Trump for this. They did try to impeach him unsuccessfully, I might add, but they also were bringing all these charges against him. And insurrection wasn't even one of the charges, and neither was it for anybody who was there. They know it was an insurrection. She knows it was an insurrection, and yet here we are.
And what is going on the left right now?
Hey,
vandalism.
Scott,
Luigi
you called it an
Mangione,
insurrection perpetrated by the president.
Unbelievable. I mean, and the adherence to trying to keep these violent, illegal aliens in the country. The left has a problem with violence. It is in its heart right now.
I don't think it is only the left. I mean, you have literally seen people on both sides committing violence. I think that the problem is...
So to preface, she asked earlier what advice Scott Jennings has for the Democrats. This is good advice. How does January 6th, how does that stop it from being good advice if January 6th has already been condemned and hadn't even, nothing like that has happened again, obviously. But on the left, there's been violent incident after violent incident. They almost assassinated the president twice. But she's over here still talking about January 6th. How many times did they attempt to assassinate Joe Biden or Kamala Harris again? I don't remember. I think it's 0.
It's not the left. I think it is the extremes on both sides of the party. And that is what's happening. Like they're the loudest voices, whether the leaders want them or not. And they're the ones who tend to be the most violent. I don't think that's fair to say it's only the left. I mean,
but why is it happening? Why do late night comedians go on TV and encourage or coddle or give lip service to this vandalism of what went on with Tesla dealerships and so on? Why are there so many prominent people?
People didn't get hurt.
I totally get why Luigi Mangione died on January 6th. Like, why? I don't understand.
Listen, I'm not for vandalism, but like
it's more than that. They firebomb these things. Like it's obviously
it's dangerous, but it's happening on both sides.
What person on the right is committing violence today?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, when you're in power, you don't tend to be the ones that are doing that. But I think
Wow.
after they lost the election in
Joe Biden was president and they tried to kill. Okay, anyway.
2020, there was a mob and a person died, and it was a riot at the Capitol. It was crazy.
It was.
I hope he brings up BLM and however many people that died with that and all of the fires. It's mostly peaceful, and then a guy gets conked in the head.
And it should not have happened.
It was a horrible day. And it's not the only example.
And it was 5.5 years ago.
Can we also talk about the fact that someone broke into Nancy Pelosi's house and violently beat up her husband?
You're saying that homeless drug addict is a conservative?
Well, I mean,
Gotcha, bitch.
Why do you think she was targeted?
Why do I think a literal crazy homeless person in San Francisco did something? I couldn't begin to tell you, but I know it's this.
It's kind of funny. She brings up Nancy Pelosi. This is a journalist we're talking about. She brings up Nancy Pelosi's house and husband being attacked, but she doesn't know the political affiliation for the person. This is how dumb these people are. They stick to their talking point. So she knew the talking point, but she didn't know how to talk through the talking point. This is why you need to be watching people like me rather than people like her, because she's a dodo brain. Clearly, there's other reasons why people would be interested in watching her, and it's certainly not because of the things that she has to say.
People on both sides have faced assassination attempts. This is a thing that is not just a singular party thing. And I don't buy that. Like, it's not a singular party thing. Mm-hmm. There are radicals on the left and there are radicals on the right. There is radicalism, and people
I love it when people try to both sides everything. It's like saying, radical Christianity is just as bad as radical Islam. I mean, how many terror attacks have we seen lately from Christians? I mean, give me a break. I'm so tired of just because both sides may at times do similar things doesn't mean that there's any equivalency. Like, if one side does something 100 times and the other side does something once, we're equal now. No, we're not. Not even close.
Choose what they want to believe, and they believe it so much that they want to hurt people. I mean, you see it all the time.
I think you are discounting the very obvious evidence that this radicalism on the left is more than radicalism. It's anti-Americanism. It's anti-Western civilization. I mean, just look at the coddling and the encouragement of what's going on these college campuses. I mean, this is not just about the political fight of the day. The fight is for the future of the country. The fight is for the future of the West. And the left right now, all these people who are trying to tear down America and tear down the West inhabit the left, and they largely inhabit the Democratic Party. Whether you like it or not, that's where those people's political home is right now. And until they get rid of it, they're going to have a real problem. And I think the country is onto it. I mean, these campuses and what's going on around the October the 7th issue and what's going on around anti-Semitism in this country, it's crazy. I mean, look at this guy that just killed these 2 people in Washington, D.C. Where do you reckon that guy came from? He came from one of these socialist progressive organizations. That's where he came from. His dad was a member of Congress guest at the president's speech in March.
Oh,
I mean, they have violence in their home.
Oh, look, now she's silent. Where you at? Tara, however the hell you say your name, where you at? Scott and her are chopping it up for a little over an hour here. So if you're interested in seeing that, definitely be sure to check out her podcast, but only if you're interested in watching a leftist pretend to not be a leftist. Basically, these people are frauds, guys. If it wasn't clear from people like Lindy Lee, Chuck Todd, Fake Tapper, these people are whatever is politically convenient for them, whatever they think works for them at the time. The second it doesn't, they're just going to switch and say, I actually kind of see what you guys mean now. Maybe the Democrats are too extreme, or I said one wrong thing and they tried to kick me out of the party and I started getting death threats. And that's how these people are until something like really smacks them in the face or is just no longer convenient for them. Then they're just going to keep being little propagandist tools and puppets for the radical left. So you can practically see the puppet strings hanging from all their limbs because every single point that they make is all the same. You see that she couldn't even really talk her way through any of her ridiculous talking points. She wouldn't even let Scott Jennings finish what he was saying. Instead, she just January 6th, January 6th, January 6th, something that literally happened about 5 years ago now. And yet here we are still with violence that just happened last night from a radical leftist. But she doesn't want to acknowledge that. Oh, no. It's okay. January 6th. Assassination attempts, multiple assassination attempts. Oh, January 6th. We're firebombing Tesla dealerships, shooting up dealerships, like attacking people on the street, ramming into their cars, all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah, January 6th. I mean, these people are so stupid and so disingenuous. It really makes me sick when people say you don't hate the mainstream media enough. I mean, hey, I'm really thinking that they're right. Hate is a strong word, and I hate to hate anything. However, it's starting to really feel justified. Obviously, I don't want anybody to become extremist. That's one of the reasons I don't like to think in terms of hate. But I mean, guys, look at how crazy these people are. Don't become some radicals and go out there and start attacking journalists. But man, certainly don't ever put any respect or trust into these people, because they are clearly out for themselves, propagandists, liars, and they cannot be trusted. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
Look, we may have to agree to disagree on this, but I think of the two last administrations, the people who were more interested in speech is this one. The people who are less interested in speech is the last one. And I think the Democratic Party right now, they don't tolerate dissent of any kind.